Hello. I decided to go to Costco yesterday because it was the last day of the coupon book, and I decided to get this beef top round cut steak milanesa. And what I want to do is make bistek, Filipino bistek. So what I've already done is I've juiced up some lemons I grabbed from the backyard, and it's not really like a true lemon, it's more of like a crossbreed, I feel like, with a lemon and a pomelo. And so I've already juiced it up into my marinating container, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put, ooh, perfect, let me turn my badge around. So I'm gonna discard that in a little bit, but I also have some garlic here, so I'm going to do maybe like, say, I like a lot of garlic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 cloves of garlic. And I don't like to keep the butts. I actually take the butts out. You can leave them in, but I generally, also my dad's sleeping in the back, I generally don't like to keep them, just like the look of it or the thought of it. And also this is the end that is in the, what is it called, in the ground. So I'm just gonna like roughly dice them. Dice it, slice it, and then after I roughly dice them, I'm going to mince it. So just roughly, oops, my bad, mincing it. Oops. And while I'm eating beefsteak, I don't really like big parts of garlic clove. Oops, sorry. Do want it minced a little bit more. I also like to eat very lean parts of beef, so it's not going to be super fatty. I just don't like, I like the flavor of the fat, don't get me wrong, but the texture is just something that I don't enjoy. Hear him snoring in the background. You can also use a like garlic clove crusher I also like using that, but sometimes it's just easier for me to just mince it this way. Let's have a clean up too, because you gotta like take apart the mincer and all that stuff. Let me just clean up real quick. I have my trash bowl right here. Wash my hand. I always like to cook with one dirty hand and one clean hand. So I'm just going to put the garlic. There's a lot of garlic. I'm kind of just eyeballing it. This is like 4 juicy lemons, garlic. Maybe I'll put all the garlic. Maybe I'll leave some garlic because maybe I'll make garlic fried rice later. So that's roughly about maybe like 5 or 6 cloves of garlic. And then let me get a container. To save the garlic here. For garlic fried rice. Yum. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hand real quick. Okay, so one thing about me is that I love a lot of onions with my Filipino bistek. So I'm going to chop them all up. Or chop up this entire onion. And this is not the proper way to chop an onion, but this is the way that I like to chop an onion. Just take both ends off and cut it down the middle. After peeling, I also like to wash my onion because onions grow on the ground, and when you're chopping up the outside, there's still dirt, you know, like see all of this on the cutting board. So okay, I'm gonna wash these real quick, and the cutting board too. So since the onions go this way, I'm going to cut the slices the horizontal way. Yeah. I'm kind of going to leave them like maybe 1/2 inch, 1/4 inch big. And then let me dump this. I'm gonna get into the meat in a second. So soy sauce this is the soy sauce that I'm going to be using. How much do I use? I don't know. So I'm gonna try it after adding a little bit and see how much was that. That was maybe like quarter cup. Use a spoon. Maybe a little bit more of a splash. So I want it to be salty, but not too salty. I want it to be sour as well. Okay. So now onto the beef. We have maybe I can use half of this portion. This entire package is 3.5 pounds. So I'll use a pound. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. How do I want to cut it? Cut it in half first. This is not. There we go. It was not cutting. So maybe I like them small, but they shrink when they cook, you know? So I think with this specific cut, I'm gonna do like a little tiny rectangle and just plop them in there. I think that's a good size. I'm trying to fit a lot of it in it also. Put this one away. I'm gonna get another. I'll use this spoon to stir. Careful, there's a knife so you can see me marinating it. I honestly could use scissors. Okay. It's very peaceful today. I think whatever I can't fit in here, I'm going to freeze it. But maybe I'll like pre-slice it. That makes sense? So I don't have to wait for it to defrost and then cook it. Cut it after it defrosts. I think that'll be simpler. Because like for this cut, at least with beef, for me also cooking beef in this cut, I would just use it for beef steak. I love to make beef steak. It's my go-to kind of like healthy meal prep. Should put one more. Yeah, why not? Why not? I'm gonna keep cutting this for now, so I can put it away already, you know? I guess some of these cuts don't come the same, so I'll try my best to make them pretty even. These last strips are pretty like lengthwise thin, so I'm just gonna cut them, splitting that in half. There we go. All right. Let's clean this up. Okay, so we got our meat. So we're just going to, maybe I can use chopsticks also to do this marinade. So I'm just going to carefully mix it around. I want to get through every layer. I feel like chopsticks are a bit easier. So let's say you can cook this within like a couple hours, maybe like 2 hours, maybe even 1 hour, because soy sauce is pretty penetrating. I didn't add any water or salt or pepper. You can if you want to, but I kind of just like the pure taste. All for, you know, your personal preference. So me personally, will probably cook this because I have food for the next like 2 days. So I'll probably cook this. Today's Monday. So I'll probably cook this around maybe like Thursday. Ew, it splattered on me. I need to shower again. I should have had my apron. You know what? I'm gonna wear my apron from now on when I'm cooking. Just leave it down here. Okay, I'm pretty sure the marinade. Oh my gosh, I keep splattering. Okay, this is the marinade. And then we also have the onions. So with the onions, I kind of just like to lay them around. Like mix them in. Because when I cook this, just dropped on the floor. When I cook this, it's going to be like the entire container. Kind of just filling in the gaps. I like a lot of onions. Like a lot of onions. It's starting to rain outside. We're getting some summer rain. I was wondering what that sound was. And even if you can't get like the onions down in like the bottom area, I mean, also depends on your marinating container. But if you can't get them down there, like, it's fine. It's like I'm gonna cook it like a stew, in a way. So, I'm so excited. All the onions, Yay. Now it just looks like onion galore. But yeah, it's like such a simple, easy meal prep to do. It's kind of why I do beef steak pretty often. Let me go wash my hands, clean up a little bit. I don't know where I spilled. I dropped the garlic. Also dropped the onion down here. And then cleaning up these parts. I always clean as I go. I can't not. I learned the hard way when I used to like start cooking, and I hated it. Especially baking. Oh my gosh. Baking was like a bad struggle for me. So, yeah. What I also do to maximize marination is I line the top with saran wrap. It kind of acts like a vacuum seal in a way. And then kind of just say this is good in the fridge for like a week or two. Yeah, just marination. And there's lemon, all that jazz. So super pumped for this.